Welcome to Enduring Journey to Bliss. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Deanne, and thanks for visiting. I wanted to show this philodendron. This particular philodendron is a Jose Bueno, and I got him in September of 2025. So when I got him, he was another mail order that I did. I need to stop doing mail order plants. You think I'd learn my lessons, but but anyway, so I did order this one online, and when I got it, it was in pretty bad shape. I'm guessing that they didn't water it before they shipped it, and or maybe it was time to water it, and then they shipped it without watering it, but it was pretty dried up. It didn't look very good, and there's still some of that damage right here on this leaf. This leaf was kind of like burnt up. I have removed this. I removed the brown crusty. I removed it there. And it has some others, but I just removed them all together. However, it does seem to be recovering quite well. And so I'm hopeful that it's going to continue to recover for me. So as I was watering today, I pulled it down to look it over. I'm also trying to look at all my plants for any mealybugs, any aphids, any creepy crawlies, because I do have them on some of my plants that I have shared with you in videos. I don't ever try to hide that. If I have them, I show them, and I try to help you see different ways that you can eradicate and get rid of those to keep your plants healthy. Anyway, as I pulled it down today to water it, I noticed this lovely weed that has taken hold. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull that out. I'm sure that is from when the people at Etsy that I bought it from online, when they had it. So I don't want this little weed to grow bigger. I don't want it to take nutrients away from this beautiful philodendron. So, as I said, this is a Bueno, don't want to say it wrong, a Jose Bueno philodendron. It's a very beautiful variegated type with nice large leaves. Hopefully that variegation is coming through. He is recovering quite well after all that travel. And whatever happened, that it dried up so many of the leaves. Here's some more leaf damage over here. I don't know what happened there, but I was disappointed. Not in the plant. It wasn't the plant's fault, right? So the plant can only react to what it's been exposed to. And whatever happened during that transition to arrive to me in September caused quite a bit of dehydration type damage. But she seems to be recovering. The plant seems to be recovering. I have got a new leaf coming in here. This one is a new leaf that has grown in my care. This was a new leaf that has grown in my care. The one behind it, underneath right here. Can you see that? This is a new leaf that is growing in my care. This is a new leaf that came out in my care. So she seems to be recovering well. If we look all the way down here at the base, we have got a new little root tip right there beginning to form. And so I think she's recovering. I think I could probably go ahead and repot this little baby. She seems to be recovering well. On the other side, again, here is a root tip right there. Hopefully you can see that. And up here, there's a couple. They're more of a brown color. If the camera will show those, it's hard to, but they're right there. I'm going to go ahead and remove this brown here with you. Go ahead and just see if it'll just pull off in my hand. It probably, yep, and it did. I took that off because that's a good place for bugs to hide, and I don't want bugs hiding on my plants. Take off a little bit more of it, spin it around. And that whole area has a lot of the roots. See if I can get this up close enough so you can see. It has a lot of, like, here's one, there's one, down here's one, up here's one, there's 2 or 3 up here, there's one back here. It's still underneath this leaf, but you can see the tip of it right there. So it's doing quite well. I'll continue to care for the plant. I will continue to share updates with all of you. If any of you grow a Philodendron Jose Bueno, please share your tips and tricks that you get success with. And my videos are about sharing. Just because I grow a plant a certain way or in a certain method doesn't mean that that's the only way it can grow. These plants, as long as we give them what they would get out in nature, theoretically they will thrive. So maybe you have a special formula that you put together with your media that it grows in. Maybe you like to have lava rock and pumice and some kind of a soil, like a pre-mixed soil that you purchase at the store, and you add those 3 together. There's all kinds of ways that people can grow and have success with the plants. Just because I do it one way doesn't mean that I'm trying to say to you, this is the only way to grow the plant. I'm just sharing my experience and my journey in growing these plants. And if it can help you along your journey or inspire you when you see the plants to maybe try or experiment with a new plant in your collection, then that's really what it's about for me. It's about the journey, and it's about sharing what I learned on my journey. So yeah, the variegation is just so pretty. Now, the only problem with a lighter leaf like this, or a white leaf, is it does not photosynthesize nearly as efficiently as a green leaf will photosynthesize. So this will photosynthesize better than this. And that's just one of those things in nature. I'm not a horticulturalist. I can't really explain it. But yeah, the greener, the better ability for the plant to photosynthesize. Now, will this plant photosynthesize still? Yes, it will, because look at the stem. And there is darker green variegation on the leaves. So it still will grow, and it'll do, hopefully it'll do well in my care. But I just thought I'd mention that as I was talking about this Jose Bueno Philodendron. Thank you so much for visiting. I appreciate any comments or questions, and feel free to come back. I will be creating a playlist for this Philodendron on my website, and I will hope to update that maybe monthly or so. It'll depend on the plant. I'm going to try to do that for many of my plants that I grow that are in my care, so that not only you can see the changes in the plant, but I can kind of keep track of what's going on with my plants a little better and have a reference point to go back to for them. Just so pretty. Hope you enjoy your day. Thanks again for visiting, and please feel free to stop by again. Take care.